It's all the same. God, universe, spirit, it is about connecting with a higher power. It doesn't actually matter what you call it, label it, or subscribe to. It is all the same. It's simply having faith that you are supported and that there is something greater than you. I grew up going to a Catholic school, but I never believed in Jesus, or I guess the story of Mary and Joseph. But what I did know was that I had faith in something. I didn't know how to articulate it, but I believed that there was a force or a power wiser than me. Because I guess who else could create this beautiful earth? Who could make rainbows appear when I needed them most? And who could have butterflies that landed when I was really second guessing things? There had to be something to it. When I was roughly 15, my mum's best friend passed away. She was also our babysitter and held such a close place in all of our hearts. The morning she passed, my mum and I went for a walk, and my mum said, "Pick a sign to remember Joe by." We were walking our favourite beach track and a white butterfly flew past me as my mum was speaking. I said, "A white butterfly." Now, still to this day, when I see white butterflies, I know it's her or someone else I love dearly who has passed visiting me. This belief that we can find signs from those we love who have left the physical earth has always brought me so much comfort. It can come in the way of animals, numbers, rainbows, words, songs. It really doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong in it. It's just a beautiful opportunity to really give you a moment of reassurance, faith, and hope. Something I've also realized is it does not matter what we actually refer to this belief or this source as. For some, it can be God. For others, it's spirit, universe, or higher self. For me personally, your higher self is the wisest, most loving, unshakable, grounded version of you. It's the part of you that exists beyond the fear and the ego or even the self-doubt. It's the truest you, the one that sees the full picture and holds clarity and also knows what's aligned for your soul. And I believe that God, universe, spirit is the force that brings all of that into reality, the one that aligns the higher self with your reality. So regardless of what you call it, what you subscribe to, I really want this episode to be a little reminder for you today that having faith in something will greatly and significantly positively change your life. It's actually something I think about so often because having faith in this greater power, this greater force, has brought me so much comfort through so many challenging periods of my life. When I went through my darker postpartum journey with my son, it was honestly this belief that there was something greater that got me through the day to day. And I really do often think about when people either lose a loved one or maybe they're going through, some struggles at work or personal challenges in their life. It actually makes my heart so sad if they don't have belief that there is something greater than them. Because all of the people that I know that have this belief, it honestly moves them. It helps to guide them and move them through the most challenging parts of their life. And the reality is that life is not always going to be easy. If you are someone, which I know you are because you listen to this podcast and you're engaged in these conversations regularly, if you are someone that is here to continuously evolve and grow, then you are going to go through challenging and hard periods. And it is this faith in hard times that will allow us to actually continue to move forward. So I'm going to give you a few little key tips and takeaways that you can inject into your daily life now to really start continuing to build this relationship and connection with your greater source, be that God, universe, or spirit. One of the ones a little bit woo-woo, but something I've really been leaning into is praying at night. To God, universe, whoever it is, just ask for whatever you desire and let it come into your reality. I then want you to let go of any practices or rituals that do not feel in alignment. If you don't like meditation, don't do it. There are no rules. I personally hate yoga and I never do it, even though it's said to be one of the most spiritual and I guess connections to self practices you can do it. It's a no-go zone for me. Then get really curious with journaling. This has been something that I haven't fully practiced for a long time, but when I have, it is so interesting to see what comes out on paper. And if you have the opportunity, I would highly encourage you to invest in yourself. I know that this is a much bigger ask, but for me personally, investing in myself this year and going to a retreat was such a profound moment where I could actually really connect in with myself on such a deeper level. I thought I was going on a retreat for one particular reason, which was obviously very much rooted in ego and maybe doubt and fear. Yet when I got on this retreat and actually had the spaciousness to connect in with myself, I realized I was there for a completely different reason. And it brought me completely back to love and light, which is what I believe I'm here to do. So there are a few key takeaways that you can inject and try. But most of all, just have fun with this. Ask for your desires, pray to God, start a communication with the universe, and see what you can bring into your reality today.